Okay, let's go.
Oh, welcome everybody, Marvin here with another bit of Out of War. Going to give you a bit of an update. We're jumping. Just let me get the game up because we're in the... Let me switch screens and I'll show you where we're at. So, I'm in the loading screen here. I'm going to go in single player because that's the way I roll. So let's go into single player. Yes, confirm I want to go in single player. Now, I've done a lot, guys. I have done a lot since Saturday. No, Sunday. We did Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. What I am going to do is and when I said in the stream that I was going to put this in line so we can do this over here. Now, I've had a little bit of a problem. I know I am a problem before anyone says. I had a little bit of a problem. If I jump up here, when I put down another place for a solar panel, down there, it exposed, if I jump down here, it exposed this down here. So I had to put like a little, like a little wall around it, and I will actually cordon it off. But I'm going to show you what I've done in the mine. So when I put that hopper over there in line and take that straight line connector out, we'll have to put some more solar panels. But I'm going to have to put some more solar panels anyway, because I'll show you. Because there's been a lot of changes, guys. I do work hard behind the scenes. Let me just cover this, and we just cover that. Oh, I've run out of flooring. Have I got any more flooring? Haven't got any more flooring. Right, I will cover that later, and I will make that all tickety-boo. Let's run down. So yeah, so we could actually do this right now, couldn't we? I'm not too sure how long it's going to take. I want that conveyor around the other way, so I would have to take that up. I'd have to take that up, that up, that up, that up. I'm just giving it an eyeball. I will have to make room for the power connector. Actually, no, I won't. I won't make room for the power connector because we're going to put some more in there. Now, I am actually thinking of taking rather than putting a solar panel up there, I was thinking about putting a wind turbine. So putting another one of these up there. That will cover. So we'll do that in a minute. Let me show you what I've done down here, guys. Let's go into first person. So if anyone forgets, there will be a card popping out right now. On the last time I did the YouTube on this, I was a bit annoyed that when the conveyor belt, because that is a down, drop down here, it was bouncing on the top of the shutters of the hopper, and it wasn't going in the hopper, it was bouncing over here. So what I've done is I've caged it off. Now, if anyone remembers when we used to be able to lay down conveyors, to get stuff not to bounce out, because we had great big popcorn balls, we put shuttering around. So I thought, you know, the spark came on. Lightning hit me on my head, and I had an epiphany. I thought, let's put that down, shutter it around, and it'll be all good in a bag of chips. Now, if you've noticed, I have another down conveyor, a left elbow, a right elbow, and I have more straight line conveyors on top. And all will be revealed when we get down here. So how is everybody doing? I hope everyone's having a. This is going to go up Tuesday. I always schedule my YouTubes now. Now I need to we need to cover that because that flooring needs to put in. So what I've done, let me run over here now. If you did see on the stream on Sunday, I was using the tunneler and I was scratching my head on how I was going to get, rather than keep on backing up all the time and rather than getting a loader to load it and jumping out and jumping in and jumping out, I thought about putting a conveyor system down where all I've got to do is back up, get the loader, put the loader over here facing its butt this way. So imagine behind me, that's where it's going to be. As I back up, I can get the loader to come in, dump all that off of the hopper, okay, and then continue to go through with the tunneler. Then dump it into here, and then it goes up the system. So let me show you. I haven't completely done this because it's all laid plans of my cement. So basically what I've done is I've put a conveyor here, I put shuttering down here. We will go downstairs because we'll have to go downstairs to show you. So I put shuttering up there, so I put straight line conveyors into here. At the moment this is temporary. I will be doing I will be putting a block underneath there, either a concrete block or something. And then what I've done is I've then done an up conveyor. Let's run upstairs. An up conveyor which is here, another up conveyor, a right elbow, a mini straight, and I've done all that all the way up there. And I have laid, I'm not going to run back up there, I have laid now shuttering around here, or stone concrete walls around there. I don't like that over there, so I might put a pole here and then twizzle it around. I'm not too sure about that. Have I got a pole with me? No, I haven't. I've only got walls. Ugh. So I could put a pole there, couldn't I? Let's start and do it while I'm here. Well, might as well do it, guys. Might as well do it. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. I find it, if I do groups of recordings, I can then edit them and then I can basically schedule it to go up. So you guys have got a constant flow. Well, not a constant flow. You guys have got a flow of YouTubes that you can catch up, because I do live streams and I do updates, of which this is one of them. And I don't want you guys to miss out on what I'm doing behind the scenes. So these little mini updates, oh, I need to go and get that as well, because I need a couple of supports. Now, can I make them or shall I buy them? That is the plan. That is the plan. So these are all supported with concrete, but I'm going to keep the flow. And I think I made one, actually. Yeah, I made one. So how many can I make? How many do I need? I need... If I can make 4, that'd be brilliant. Let me see if I can make 4. So I'm going to drag that into there. Will it make 4? No, it won't, because I'm out of... What am I out of? I'm out of nuts and bolts. I'm out of nuts and bolts. Right, let me grab that then. Let me go over here. Oh, I got nuts and bolts there, guys. Look at that. Can we make any more of these? I need those. Let me see if I can make any more of these, because we're going to need some more nuts and bolts, aren't we? Let me see if we can make some more of the I-beams as well. So we're going to need steel to do that. Okay, now how you make steel, if you don't already know, you need iron ore, you need to put the iron ore in the smelter. Jump down here and let me show you. And then we need to do the iron ore. Let me do that. Okay, so I'm going to do, let's do 70. See where we can do 70. So if I, oh no, not that one, Marvin. Drag that into there and it'll go in the queue. Okay, now, to make steel, we're going to need coal. Now, I'm searching around at the moment for coal. I am. But at the moment, because I can't find the coal, I'm buying it in the shops, which is basically a loss, really, because I'd like to get some. I'd like to find down in the. I'd like to find now. I've got a coal deposit here, which I could strip out. Yeah, and then I could lay dirt in there from over there. That's what I could do. But at the moment, I've been putting it into. I've been going in the shop and I've been buying it in there. So anyway, let's quickly go down there. This YouTube's not going to be very, very long. And as I say, I'm just going to quickly give you a bit of pearls of what I do behind the scenes, basically. Because this is how I do things. So, with that pole there, I need to bring that pole. I need flooring. Let me buy some flooring. I don't like doing this. Let's buy some flooring, guys. Let's buy, I don't know, 20. Oh, why can't I type 20 in there then? 20. Hello? 20. Thank you. So let's buy 20. So let's get my sledgehammer out, and I'm trying to eye this up so it will clear that conveyor. Can you see that conveyor? There's a straight here, and then there's an up conveyor. So basically, I want to take that out, and then what I want to do is I should have put that in the CNC maker. We'll rush up there in a minute. And then I want to put some concrete floors in. I'll put it in with where the dynamite is and move that out of the way. So I'm using Q and R, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in there like that. Okay, so I'm going to eye that up. If I move Q over, now you can put that down like that. Okay, but what I can do is, if I could see the top, I'm going to go in free build. Free build is the B button. That's grid build. That's free build. So now what I can do is, if I can do it, I can then, if I could see the pole, I could then do that. Okay, and then turn it around, making that pole sink in the ground. So we just want to cover that. We don't want to go ballistic. So I want to cover the wall there, okay, but I want to make sure that it clears the conveyor, and I want it as close as possible to that wall without hitting it. So I'm going to turn it a bit more. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it there. That is brilliant. So, what I intend to do then is go to here. I've gone into C. I'm going to go into E. I'm going to remove the cable. Okay, and now that cable from there to there is been taken off. So if I go into the sledgehammer, I can then take that down. Okay. And then if I go into power cables, I can then use the R button to move along to the power cable and snap that power cable if I can. Oh, we've got to snap to grid. Snap to grid. So click on there, go up to there. Okay. Now I'm going to go the other side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump up on this railing. and jump up onto the conveyor, and then I'm going to look at the power circuit thing, and then I'm going to go from there to there. So now if you have a look, guys, that is clearing that. Before it was going, it wasn't realistic, it was going through the wall. So there you go. So that's how you can do it. So now I could time lapse the build of the conveyor, which I think I might just do, guys. So let's get up there. I'm not going to turn that on because we're not doing anything down here at the moment. Let me run up there, and there will be a little bit of a time lapse. So I will see you in a moment. Well, there you are, guys. We had a little bit of a problem because now I like this bit of an update because it actually shows you. Let me go over here. It shows you where your conveyors are. Even though you got flooring on top, it still shows you that you're going in the right direction. Now, I had to, dear, here, I had to do a down conveyor, not an up conveyor, because this one here, if you have a look at the arrows, this is an up conveyor. So I had to put a down conveyor to the straight line, okay, and then I had to then connect it to the hopper. Now I've left a void here because at some stage I may just run this as its single power. I don't know whether I will do that, but I may do it. Now I could, if I wanted to, yeah, I could, if I wanted to, run this along here if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I have got enough room, if I so wish, to put another hopper in line and do away with this straight and up conveyor, or down conveyor, sorry. So there you go. Sorry about for the time lapse, but it does save me waffling when, you know, I'm actually YouTube's #1 waffler and I'm Twitch's #1 waffler. So all of that is working now, guys. All of that is working. Let's go down into here. Let's make sure, yeah, that's switched on. Actually, we do need to put another solar power on. That's why I left that little area there for the solar panel. So I need to put another wall bracket here. Have I got one? Yes, I have. Let me grab that one out of the way. I need to put another wall bracket in line, basically, because you only get a certain amount of wall brackets. Can I jump up on here? No. I want to jump. No, stop it. Why can't I put that wall bracket there? Okay. Why can't I put that wall bracket there? I'll do it manually then. No. I will do it pissing manually if you don't let me do it. So there you go. Oh, hang on. What? Right. Let me do that temporarily. I don't like doing that, but it needs must when the devil drives. We'll sort that one out with a bracket anyway, so we'll do that in a bit. I might actually put a what's it there. So what I've got to do now is, no, I don't want to type to anybody. I've got to put another line in. Then I've got to buy another solar panel. Okay. I might get a wind turbine. I don't know. We'll get a solar panel for now because I'm going to need solar panels, guys. You are damn right I'm going to need a solar panel. Now, I'm going to go for the 700. So I'm going to go for the 700 kilowatts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way so it might go straight into the slot. So we're going to buy a 700. Boom. So it's gone into there and I've got a power cable for it. So we are facing the right way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of balancing act. And then I'm going to go from there to there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch that on. Okay, so that takes care. Now, my moderator told me that, yes, you only need 50 kilowatt to run that. But it is far better if you get a over the odds rather than under the odds. Do you see what I'm getting at? Because you will foobar up. You will. Because if you don't do it properly, there is mistakes were made. Right, just before I wrap it up, I'm going to run down again. I'm going to show you. So I've caged that area off. Now, if I put a drop chute on there, or a choke, yeah, I could do it. It's it's as broad as it's long. If I put a choke on there, the choke's going to go inside the choke, and it might actually, it might impair the progress, because at any one stage we're only going to be running one or the other. I don't do multiplayer, guys. This is single player. The only time I will do multiplayer is if I will need a little bit of help from my moderator, and I will get Wills in, and he will be my second eye on my brother's, sister's, auntie's, uncle's side. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Before I wrap it up, I'm gonna show you now. I'm going to be temporarily putting these sporadically at 20 meters apart, okay? And we possibly will disappear this into a little grid like I did before, and the power cable will go through the grid. So there you go. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked it. If you did like it, consider giving me a subscription to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free of charge. And if you do like my content, hit that bell. Give me a thumbs up. If you like it, give me a thumbs down. Comment as well. If you didn't like it, give me a comment why you didn't like it. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Take care. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next one. See you later, guys.